Well, hello friends. Welcome back to the program. Today we are going to look at Shopify once again because there are still many layout and rendering issues on this site. And in the previous videos, I was usually looking at this kind of sized up window version of the site. But because it's a responsive design, then it kind of changes once you make the window small enough. And at these smaller sizes, there's something going on here with a bunch of unloaded images. So I thought today we're going to figure out what's going on with these. And actually, seems like they are images that we can display, at least in a different tab. So for whatever reason, we are not displaying these SVGs. So, okay, well, that's going to be the task for today. So let's see. We will start by looking at this in Chrome here. And I guess these are these logos maybe. Yeah. So why are we not loading those? Well, let's figure it out. So they should be, you know what? I'm just gonna make a test page. Load me.html. Okay, what if I just do that? Then it does not get loaded. But if I open the same page in Chrome, it does get loaded. So far, so good. But if I open the image by itself in a new tab, then we display it. So that's definitely weird. So let's see. Okay, so let's see if we can download the file and like keep it locally. The file extension is a little suspicious, svgz, which I think is like gzip compressed SVG or something like that, but it's definitely not something that we have done anything about. So load me, even if we load it locally, it doesn't work. If I open the image locally, it doesn't work either. I guess maybe because or what's in the file? Oh. Well, it's just an uncompressed SVG with a name that makes it sound like it's a compressed SVG, but it's actually not. Okay, so that's a little bit weird. So then why does it work here? Why does Chrome display it? Wait, let me. Maybe it's the MIME type. Let's have a look at, I guess, here they're getting these, and the headers say content type image SVG plus XML. Okay, so the server actually tells us this is not a compressed SVG. It's just a regular SVG image, but I put in code to handle this MIME type, I'm pretty sure. So why doesn't that work? Right, so if we successfully fetch the image, we check if the MIME type is image SVG XML. Let me dump out what kind of MIME type we're loading then. Got MIME type. Can I get a Copilot? Thank you. Just checking if Copilot is awake. Ladybird, load me. All right. It's kind of odd. I wonder why they're serving it with that extension. But I mean, extensions are just a hint anyway. We should obey the MIME type. Got MIME type application octet stream. Ooh. Oh, wait, is that our local? Right, so let's go back to the loading it from the server. Actually, what does Firefox do if you try to load SVGZ locally? Oh, it doesn't like it. Okay, okay. So that's actually sane behavior. Like if you give it an SVGZ, whatever, it doesn't automatically figure out that it's an uncompressed SVG. Okay. All right, got MIME type. Okay, so the MIME type is empty. Okay, why is that? Okay, so we're extracting the MIME type from the header list. Okay. Get, decode, and split. I guess we should look at all the headers and see what's in there. Can we dump the headers somehow? Response header. Repawns. Is there like a dump or I don't know what's in there. I didn't work with this class a lot. What do we got? We got contains, get, extract MIME type, sort and combine. Sort and combine is kind of interesting. Does that give us like a list of all the headers? Let's take a look at those. Okay, so sort and combine. Let's imagine that there's no error that occurs. We just fix me that we should propagate errors because we don't have a propagation path here right now. Header list items. Let's just see how many we have. Maybe we're not getting any headers. That would be, I mean, then it would be hard to extract the MIME type. So what we want to do, okay, there's 0 header list items. So what we want to do is we want to get the content type header from the HTTP headers, but we're not getting it. I wonder if this is a cross-origin thing. We've had this issue. There's a spec issue where we've implemented fetching according to the spec. And then if you do a cross-origin fetch, I don't remember the exact details, but it's like if you do a cross-origin fetch and follow the spec, then the result you get at the end of that fetch has no body and possibly no headers either. And then we have to do this weird maneuver to sort of reach into the cross-origin fetch response and fetch out this internal data structure called unsafe something. Right. So there are thorough notes on the workaround for course cross-origin responses. There's a explanation somewhere else, but the gist is that all cross-origin responses will have a null body bytes. We must read the actual body from the unsafe response. And then somebody from our team filed a bug about it, I think. Sam, maybe? Luke filed a bug about that. And yeah, so they are, I think somebody was working on this. Somebody was assigned to it in March. Oh, Noam. I used to work with him. But I don't know what the state of this is. Oh. Okay, so Anne says that this is 1512, and they have fixed that. Interesting. So maybe this is something that we can actually fix for ourselves as well, although if this thing is still open, maybe our specific use case is still something we need to work around for. But in the interest of just moving forward here, instead of digging deep into whether or not the spec is now fully useful in the cross-origin case, let's just do another workaround, because it will be undoing these is not terribly difficult. If we figure out how to undo one of them, it will fit all of them. So essentially, we can see the workaround here. So it's checking if the response is a cross-origin response, and the body doesn't have a value, but the unsafe response body has a value. So I think we want to do kind of the same thing. So what they do then is that we get this internal response. So we're going to do the same thing if we don't have headers, I guess. Right up here. So so if the response header list, does it have like an is empty or something? Doesn't have an is empty. It is initially the empty list. The list of 0 or more headers. I think we could have ourselves, oh wait, no, it inherits from vector header, so it definitely has is empty. Oh, you don't see that every day. Somebody making a JSL and inheriting from header. Although we're gonna have to yoink, yeah, that's exactly right, Copilot, thank you. We're gonna have to using it so that we can call it, because it's a private inheritance. Okay, so is empty. Header list is empty. Okay. So let's see, then I can get the internal response. Is that how that works? And response is unsafe response is its internal response if it has one, and the response itself otherwise. Interesting. Okay. Right, so then we get the unsafe response, and then what can we do with that? We can get the header lists from that fella. And then we want to extract the MIME type from there. And extracted MIME type is whatever that is. Although, actually, we just want to... what type does this become? String view. String view. Yeah. So let's do this. MIME type. Okay. So this is the workaround case. And otherwise, wait, what am I doing? Otherwise, this is the case. So response. Now this is so messy. Maybe we should just have response to use kind of thing. Response with headers. And then we can do this, unsafe response. Okay. Just trying to organize this in a good way. Do we need this cast here? I guess. Guess that's okay. Okay, so now we have a response with headers. And then we should call header list on that thing. Let's just see if this works. Oh, that's a pretty big rebuild. What did I touch? Oh, I changed the headers thingy in fetch. Right. Yeah, so it's going to be a clumsy workaround, but if this is the problem, then at least I wouldn't be surprised if that's the issue. We have the same problem in link element and in images, script loading, like when we load script elements. And a lot of websites fetch scripts and style sheets cross-origin, right? So that is something that is supported. So we need the workaround until they fix the spec. I wonder if the spec is fixed. What did they fix exactly? Use internal response at end of fetch handover. 5 commits. Commit hygiene is so-so. Okay, is this a big change? Not terribly. Okay. Well, we'll see. We got a long list of spec changes that we need to catch up with, because specs are very much living documents. For anybody who doesn't know that, like the web specs, they change every day. Okay, that still didn't work. All right. Let's see, did I do this right? If it's cross-origin. Oh wait, I should ask if the original one is empty and the unsafe internal one is non-empty. Okay, messed that up. Hey, look at that. That just works. Okay. And looks roughly the same. Our path rasterizer is a little janky, and I'm missing this super awesome looking border here. Oh, and we don't deal with zoom level super well in SVG's image, apparently. But how do they do that thing? That looks so cool. Can we have a look? What do they do? Radial gradient. Oh, shoot. Okay, so it's a rect with a radius, and then they have radial gradient as the stroke. Okay, those are some tricks that we don't know how to do yet. But I think we have SVG linear gradient. Do we have radial gradient? Maybe we do actually. Oh, shoot. But maybe we can't use it as a stroke. So maybe that's the problem. That's interesting. What if we use it as a fill? What's this one? All birds, SVG. Let me just see. Actually, I want to load this like HTML so I can just test it. Okay, so what if instead of stroke, I said fill with that radial gradient? Oh, shoot. Okay, so we can handle the radial gradient. Apparently not correctly, or not in agreement with Firefox at least. Doesn't it? Wait, what is it? It doesn't exactly look like a radial gradient, maybe? Or maybe it looks right. I don't know. But it's something is not right about it. But we're making an effort, so we just need to learn how to stroke those things. Anyway, getting distracted here. Okay, so the fix today is going to be to just do the workaround fetch responses where we just reach in and grab the internal response if the external response doesn't have a header list. Does that fix the issue on Shopify.com? Hey, okay. Definitely looks a little bit awkward. They're not really in the right place, but that's a totally separate problem. We are at least loading them. So where are they supposed to be? Like here, being below this globe, right? Okay, so why is the globe pushing these down here? Is this the globe? Without the globe, they're still there. If we didn't have the globe, they would go here. Okay. So it's as if we don't have the globe, but we can see the globe though. Although our globe doesn't animate because we don't have enough WebGL support to actually render this big shenanigan thing they got going on here yet. Maybe this is the image that we're looking at. Yeah, that image is probably in there. The SSR globe container. Let's take a look if we are at least drawing that, the SSR globe. Okay, we're rendering the globe, the image with the globe at 725 pixels. And the container of that is 725 by 0. So, okay, so there's a 0 height container, which explains why the image isn't actually pushing down these logos. I wonder though, I would have expected the thing to become the yeah, that is kind of odd. Okay. Anyway, I'm just getting more into this, but let's focus on the prize. So going to do 2 commits here. libweb make, oh, what the heck is the fully qualified name of that class? Header list in web fetch infrastructure. Is empty public. Sure. And then we're gonna do, yeah, we're just gonna do this gunky workaround. But we're gonna need a comment about that. Also, let's sketch this out a little bit better like that. Okay. Another instance of the course cross origin response workaround here. Yeah. At this point, we've explained it in like many comments, just like 4 explanations or something like lying around. So I don't need to write another one, but it will be good to get rid of those eventually. Okay. Use the course cross origin workaround when do the cross origin workaround when to find MIME type for images. This makes cross origin image loads actually see MIME type, the server tells us. Cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. So I think we're just gonna call it a day here. So a little bit of a short one, but that's nice to have sometimes. We made some progress. I mean, it looks wrong, but it's slightly less wrong than before. So yeah, this will be the end of the video. If you made it here, then I thank you for watching, for hanging out. I hope that you saw something interesting today. I certainly enjoy doing this kind of stuff, and seems like there's a lot of things remaining to be milked here on Shopify and many other websites. This is going to keep us busy for a while. But we are making good progress, so that's really cool. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I will see you all next time. Bye.